Welcome to the Faster, Easier, Better show with your hosts LeeSilber and Ellen Goodwin. This podcast is short, fun, and jam-packed with good ideas that you can start using right away. And here's your hosts, Lee and Ellen.
Welcome to the Faster, Easier, Better show. I'm your host, Ellen Goodwin, along with my co-host,
LeeSilber.
Lee. Today I'd like to talk about brain swirl and how you can stop it. So you might be saying, what's brain swirl?
I'm thinking, why would I want to stop it? Sounds very exciting. Let's do it.
Well, brain swirl, I'm running into this a lot with clients and coaching clients and other people in businesses where they've just got so much stuff that's just coming at them so fast that their brain is swirling. They're not being able to sort things out. They don't know what they should be accomplishing. They don't know how to accomplish it. They can't slow it down. So brain swirl, slowing it down. I think it's, some people, it could be, they've got ADHD, ADD. Sometimes it's just you got too much going on at work. And so one of my clients, what we've got him doing is just taking and figuring out 5 outcomes for the day. He just wants those 5 outcomes. And he's taking and writing each one down on a sticky note. So then he's got 5 sticky notes, and then he's stacking them on top of each other. So he only can see one thing at a time. And so he can focus on that one thing. When it's done, he takes that sticky, puts it in his journal. So then at the end of the day, he can see, if he's got all of his stickies there. But it's a way to just quiet the craziness, which I think is what you need to do with brain swirl.
Why are you staring at me like that?
Because. Why wouldn't I?
Because
you have brain swirl?
I did.
And how'd you get rid of it?
Drugs.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding. I am a believer, maybe it's my age, of writing things down.
Mm-hmm.
I think once I write it down, my brain lets it go.
Yes.
And the more things I can let go in my head, and believe me, there's a lot going on, then the more I'm able to. So for me, 3 of the things that I've used that have changed my life, one of them relates to this topic. Just kidding.
Nice.
No, the idea book.
Right.
Good ideas are always written in my idea book.
Right.
And if it's not written in, if it's on a napkin or an envelope or
somewhere,
I will stick it in the book and then eventually enter it in. So that allows me not to forget my good ideas, right?
Right.
The second thing is, if I need to remember something, I will write it down. If I can't write it down, I'll put a voice memo, or I'll text it to myself, or email myself, so I won't forget it. But once I get it out of my head, it's so much better. And the third thing is, each year, and I even do this sometimes for the month, I have a theme. Right? This is what I'm focused on. And so it's easy for me to say, I could just take, nope,
it's not part of my theme.
Nope. And it's not to say I'm not going to do it. I'm just putting it off on the back burner because I've explained this before. In my head, it's like a stove.
Right.
And there's 3 front burners. There's the 3 things that are in the front of my mind. And then 3 back burners. They're important, but not urgent, vice versa. And so 6 things, 6 areas really, that I'm focused on. So if it doesn't relate to any one of those, because I think if I want to add something new, hey, you want to serve on this board and be part of this? No, well, that would mean I have to get rid of fitness, get rid of my family, or get rid of my business, or promotion is a big thing for me this year. Something would have to go. There's only so much time, so much brain power. So those are my 3 things. An idea book to safely store your ideas. Write down any idea or any thought or any important thing to get it out of your head, and then finally have something to rally around so you can tell if it's important and if it's urgent and important, or if it's just irrelevant, and you can let it go.
So I would add to those, and I'm going to add in the timers, because timers, I think, are genius, because it tells you that, you've got this amount of time. And I meant to bring one with me today, my ticking timer, because then I hear the ticking. I know that all I have to do is focus on that right now. And I think the other thing that I think is really important, and I'm telling everyone to do, just experiment. Don't think that, okay, now that you've got the sticky thing, then I have to do that every day, or I have to think of the 3 burners. No, experiment with what works for you. I mean, everybody's different. You're going to stop brain swirl in a way that works best for you. I think it goes back to the bullet journal, the bullet journal. Some people think that is the best thing since sliced bread. I think it's a fantastic way to procrastinate because, you're doing little drawings and you're doing all of this. But for some people, that make sure that nothing gets lost. It's their version of the idea book. It puts everything together. So I would say experiment with, brain swirl. Figure out what's going to calm things down. Some people, meditate first thing in the morning and just calm everything down and go from there. Experiment with what works for you. Calm the brain swirl and get things done. That's our episode today. Thanks for being here, and join us next week for another episode of the Faster, Easier, Better Show.